Okay, so we're back. Now we've got nothing to do really until tomorrow in game when we need to go find our Charmweed, which should grow in Summerdown. There has been some questions. Okay, one about digging and knowing when to dig, how to dig, where to dig. So we're gonna just go around and do some digging today. We're gonna go all the way to some place far away. How far away can we go? We can go to Fine Fair. We're gonna start at Fine Fair, go to the dancers and around there. So we're gonna go all the way up to the dancers. We're gonna start all the way up here. We're gonna do this systematically. Go over this way. Look at the size of those turnips. And this is day one of my League of Legends detox. So I'm gonna go at least 7 days without playing any League of Legends. So there may be a couple extra videos this week. I don't know yet. So we're at 6,847. Brass, that is. We got about 9 hours until we got about 4 or 5 hours, I guess, until it starts to get really dark. So here we are. We're all the way at the top. So we're going to go ahead and summon our dog. Cogburn has left this plane of existence. I'm not really sure who Cogburn was, unless he was a sheep. So I can get Nose Pincerberg or Wagstaff. It's pretty sad that I've lost... Was it a pet? I don't know what it was. Whatever it was, he's not alive anymore. So I guess the dog didn't like the... I guess dogs like meat. Well, he really likes these. I guess we can give him a flicker fin. So his mood's better. We're just going to go ahead and get him all the way up or pretty high. So we'll give him a pike. How many dogs get a pike for supper? All right, so we have our dog. This has to be... I don't know, he has to be a certain age. We have our dog, and you see right now when he wanders around, he just follows us happily, and he says, woof. Okay? Now, the dog, that money didn't come from the dog. Don't be silly. Okay, so we're just going to wander around, and we're going to watch the dog, and we're going to watch for the dog to say what dogs like to say, which is woof woof, not bow wow. Now, you notice he said woof woof, and he's going to go over here. When you look over here, you can see on your screen just fine. Let me show you with my mouse. Right there. You can see there's a little bit of dirt. I'm going to go over there. I'm going to equip my shovel and dig. And voila, I've dug up something. Now you'll notice that I have, because I've been playing this game for far too long, I have got quite a selection of shovels that I could choose from. I can choose from a Shatterwith shovel, aluminium shovel, etc., etc. Now when I have an Abystone shovel that determines what some of the items that you're going to dig up are going to be made out of. Now, sometimes you'll dig up charms, okay? Sometimes you'll dig up a sword. And if I'm carrying an Abystone shovel and I dig up something that's made out of a metal, it's going to be made out of Abystone. Let's see if this is it. All right, so we got a frail effigy. And it also, now I think the quality of the items that you dig up is dependent on your skill with the actual shovel. And if you look at my shovel, I'll have to go here and look in the old inventory, I believe. So let's go here. Go down to tools. You can see I'm a craftsman with shovel. Now I'm a craftsman with all shovels, not just with the Abystone shovel. So it gives me, since I'm a craftsman, it gives me a 15% chance of getting extra yield, and I think it helps determine what kind of star level the items I dig up are going to be. So I'm going to wander over here. I don't think we came over here. Now, there had been, in the past, a ridiculous number of places to... Well, I mean, I guess there's still the same number of places to dig, but the places respawn rather quickly. So I could pretty much just go and wait maybe an hour or two in game time and go back up to the dancers and dig up those same spots. Now, if you have a shop that you can sell these things quickly, that means it makes it easy for you to get reputation and, of course, money. In the long run, I think reputation is just as important, if not more important. So I was able to go through these places. Like, there's several places just near home in game, I mean, where I could dig up. So I think right there in the farm area, there's like 4 or 5 places just right there in the farm you can dig. And if you can dig up 4 items right there in the farm, I was able to make quite a bit of money very quickly. And in the surrounding zones, it was pretty much the same thing. So I was able to dig up quite a bit of treasure to sell in my shops. Because anything that you dig up, you can sell in either your blacksmith shop, which I owned. I could sell all these charms and swords and stuff like that I was digging up. I could sell them in my blacksmith shop, or I could sell everything else in my goods shop. So I was making quite a bit of money. All right, let's go down to Twang Gardens. Now, see, there's nothing here to dig up. Now, let me go back to what I was saying. All right, so here we go. I jinxed myself. So I can go down here. So shortly after I posted a video of myself making, see, I got an Abystone charm. Now, I can make Abystone charms all day long, but I can sell that Abystone charm and get good money for it and good reputation for it. And it's free. If you notice, we've already dug up like 4 things just wandering around. So as far as making money in this game, low effort way to make money, digging up stuff with your doggy is the best way to do it. There's literally no risk to it because there's no wandering monsters that we need to worry about. There's nothing that's going to jump out at us here. There's only one zone in the whole game so far that I've seen that has an actual monster in it, and that's pretty easy to avoid. Go ahead and grab these things here. It's always good to have stuff to give to the common folk for presents. Look at these strawberries, 4-star strawberries. So shortly after I posted a video of myself digging up tons of stuff and selling it in my shop, there was a patch that made them take longer to respawn. So like here, now that I've dug up, so I got an aluminium sword. Okay, so maybe what I said has also changed. I think there's a greater chance that I'll dig up something with Abystone. Maybe that's the maximum I can dig up. So let's go dig here. We got a vial of slime, I mean. Okay. I know that I can't dig up something with Abystone, something made out of Abystone, if I'm using aluminium shovel, because it's a lower quality. And you can see here, just in this one zone, I've dug up these effigies and a sword and a charm. Now, these have nothing to do with it. These are just free flowers. Now those things are about 20. I can make about 20 brass each with everything that I'm digging up. And, you know, that's pretty decent money if you're buying stuff in the game, which you don't really need to do that much. So we're going to go back up to... Just going to use the route way so we don't have to walk back through that zone we've already been through. So it's an easy way to make money. We're going to go to Stone Crown and then work our way back down. Okay. Dog follows us. Now, I did some investigating when I first started playing, or when I first started digging up stuff, many episodes ago. I did some investigation, and I was not able to find any sort of correlation between what zones you dig in and stuff that you find. Like if you dig in one zone, you're not more likely to find something. It seems to be just completely random. Now, I could be completely wrong about that. There may be a correlation between some items. And I have never found, after much digging, I have never found anything like super rare. I have never found like a 6-star Hyalith sword or anything from the void or whatever. I've just found normal items that you can get either by crafting or by buying from the traveling merchants or from obtaining in the dungeons. You can find monster loot, but it's a very inefficient way to find monster loot. And you know we are currently in the need of lots of monster loot to improve our skills, improve our exploration and combat skills. So we need those things, but this is a very inefficient way to obtain monster loot. You can obtain monster loot faster by getting it yourself, if you're willing to brave the dungeons, or by just having your kids go out and gather stuff for you. But either way, gathering stuff from the dungeons does take a long time. So we got a bone there, and the only thing I've really been able to see to do with the bones is skills and giving to dogs as a gift, and giving to the guy that loves dog canines as a present to get lots of reputation with him. And so there's aluminium ward. And so now we're going to head back down to Outlane. As you can see, it's just a nice, calm relaxing way to make money. You don't have to farm. You don't have to own a shop. But remember that if you don't own a shop, I'm going to go ahead and is there a campfire here because it might be getting too dark for you to see. There's a campfire up here. Deep Eye Pond. Doesn't look like there's a campfire, which is ridiculous. What is that? That looked like a book. Oh, that's where the trainer dude works. That's right. He hangs out up here, right? Oh, here's a campfire right here. Okay, so we'll use this and we'll sleep until morning, so at least it'll be morning. So now we have to go to, we're in summer down anyway. We need to find some charmweed. And the day will officially begin at 6 a.m. So our quest marker should update then. Pick 03 charmweed. So we have to find... And it says that it grows in Summerdown, which is where we are. No, we're not in Summerdown at the moment. We need to be down here in this area. Not Mellowbrook. Not Poppy Hill. This isn't it, because this is... Mellowbrook is part of the Mellow Fields. Poppy Hill is part of Summerdown, so we need to head over that direction. And we can do our explorating over there. We just need to pick 3 charmweed, and we'll take our dog along with us. Now, our dog can't help us find charmweed, unfortunately. We'll go over to... I think there was some in Loverwood. I'm going to wander around in here and see if we can find some charmweed. I'm going to make sure we're in the right zone first. Be nice if that guy sold some. Of course, I was just in this zone recently. Picking the other flowers that we needed. Another effigy. Effigies will come in real handy once we have that particular skill, so we can use them in combat in the dungeons. That'll make things very nice. We're in Poppy Hill, which is in Summerdown, and Lover's Wood is in Summerdown. But like I said, I think we already picked the charmweed. We might have shot ourselves in the foot, so to speak. Shot ourselves in the proverbial foot. Got like X amount of hours to run around this zone looking for. Well, we got a Rose of Romance, and we got a Bowing Nancy, and we got a Woof Woof. Glass jars, which really are not that good of a thing to dig up. I mean, they're not bad. It's just there's nothing that you can... Never ran short of glass jars in here. Ran short of just about everything else in this game, including patience. Especially with Mr. Roger Redley over here, the pervert Redley. Nothing over here. No Woof Woofs or Charmweed. Let's run over here real quick and see if there's any. Nope, we got a Woof Woof over here though. Another effigy and some ore. Of course, ore is always good to find because we can always make it into more stuff. This is a big zone, big map, big area, big thing. Another Woof Woof, another Rose of Romance. I guess we could put those for sale on our shoppy. There's another campfire, another Bowing Nancy. I'm not even going to waste the time going to get that Bowing Nancy because all we need is charmweed, and I think that one. Nope, it's a poppy. I knew that wasn't charmweed. And what was I even thinking? Up here. Is this just a way out? Goes into Fest Field, which is also in... Alright, here's a charmweed for sure. Right, so now we just need 2 more. 2 more. 8 a.m. A lot of people coming into the zone. Maybe it's anything's fun going on today. Goods market. So we should be able to buy some seeds if we needed them, which we don't. Run around just looking for charmweed, people. Just looking for charmweed. Is there something I need? Yes, I do. I need charmweed. I need you to, if you have any charmweed, please place it on the ground so that the game will think that I'm picking it. That would be nice. Up here, nothing up there that I can see anyway. These festival zones don't seem to grow too much. See, I did that. I knew the game would prove me wrong. That's why I said that. I said that just to trick the game into giving me that extra charmweed. Because now the game will not give me any more Charmweed. This game hates me. This game is so, haha, easily manipulated. So now, we have all 3 of our Charmweeds. So now we just have to wait the next day's task. And what's the next day's task? Well, that's a fine question. Let's go down here and look up the Ritual of Marriage. Marriage. Alright, so we got our Charmweed on Woe's Day. So tomorrow, we just have to gather an egg. Okay, so that should be pretty easy. So an egg, and then some flour, and then we make our recipe. Pie of you and I. I know we have the recipe, so everything is good to go as far as getting engaged to our new dear love, Lucy Arrows 2.0. Don't tell her I said that. Okay. I'm sure she'll be a fine one. We have a wife with purple hair before. Now we're going to have a wife with green hair. Probably be pretty wild. You know how those green hair chicks are? Head over here. I do like the people dyeing their hair different colors. I think that it's... I remember when kids started showing up at school with different colored hair and the teachers were all a tutter. Oh my goodness, did you see that? She's got blue streaks in her hair. Who cares? It's going to be a distraction. Yes, it was a distraction for about 30 seconds. And then everybody got over it, except for the adults. I'm sorry. I'm usually more on the side of the kids than the adults, unfortunately, in school. Don't tell the adults I said that, though. I just have, you know, they just want to do what they want to do. And if it's not, you know, if a kid shows up with blue hair, who cares? Their grandma's probably got blue hair too, and nobody's yelling at her. We got another poppy. So we're just looking for more woof woofs at the moment, just so you can see how fun it is. Now, see, we got more glass jars. So I'm just going to go down here and dump all these glass jars off at Candlewich Village, which is the only good shop we own at the moment. Look, as soon as we come through the door, we get a heartroot seed. And heartroot is something that can normally only be obtained in, do you know? I'll wait. That's right. Heartroot is something that can normally only be obtained in the Feyland. And so we got stuff going on here. Look and see if we're making any money. We've made 81 so far today. And look, we're already 3/4 of the way through level 7. So owning these extra shops is just making things go by so much faster. So what we were going to drop off, we were going to get rid of all these glass jars, right? Well, we have more than 5, right? That's glass tier. Need glass jars. Maybe it doesn't keep track of the empty ones. Seems like it would. Doesn't it seem like it would? Nothing there, nothing there. Equipment. Nope, nothing there. But here? Nada, 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 nada. Okay, I guess we can't sell them. Well, hang me out to dry. I thought we could do that. Guess we can't. We can go up to this shop. Oh, that's that shop. We can go up there. What is Carrot? Is that Faye? We're maxed out on Faye. We'll see what she wants. Alright. Nice. We've already been there. Festival Green is a wonderful place to spend some time and bask in the glory of the Woodfellow. On a clear day, you can see it poking up into the sky from all the way over at Cowpat Farm. A reminder to those that live out in the sticks that it is here, that it is there, as a gateway to our beautiful deities. I like to keep up with my goddess offerings weekly, and I believe so should everyone else. Lead by example, and the flock shall follow. And lo, he who slurpeth the water shall get hiccups, and the sodden man shall look upon the towels with an envious eye. Let she who cast the last stone throw the first punch. So endeth the nonsense. I made a song for you. In the vale of beauty no end, I walk along and see my friend standing there with joyous heart. Then you let rip a fart. That's when I know I am truly home, in the vale where I do roam. Could you make a grand offering to Druida? I think that would prove just how much you really are in touch with the goddesses. A true advocate of the benefits of worship and devotion. In turn, my devotion now lies with you. So we have to make a grand offering. I'm guessing that means we have to make a 5-star offering. Roman salt really doesn't like milk. All right. So what is our quest? Road to Marriage, Prank Poppy Hill. Well, there is no NPC task for that. Prank Poppy Hill. Let's go up here. Can cook, will cook. All right, so there's nothing here about that. So nothing here about it. What happened to our other quests? We had all those other quests. Did I just get rid of them? Maybe I did. Maybe they got rid of them. Shantarag. We cannot do any Shantarags. Not that I really need. We have an orchard for Sal Buckle. Flicker Fin. We just gave the Flicker Fin to our dog. Give Tim Pumpkins the frog. Do they have to be a certain type of pumpkin? I don't know. 5-star rainbow mushroom to Tom. Solve the anagram, which was a golden egg. We don't have a golden egg. Dita Dillings, Prank Poppy Hill, Can't Cook, Road to Marriage. Okay, so we just have to make a grand offering. So what type of offering does she want us to make? Fuck. How are you? What's happening? Alright, so didn't give us a quest for that. I wonder if we have too many quests. I wonder if we can have too many quests. Oh, that's right. We were going to go over to our shop and drop off some stuff. I'm going to drop it off over here because it'll sell fastest. Simply because we have so much stuff to sell. There we go. You can see I can now drop all these off. All these things that I dug up. And we will get some decent money for all these. And like I said, we have a 15% chance every time we dig of digging up something. So we're going to get at least 20 for these. So that's 100 brass, which we don't even really need. If you see, then we sell things like an Abbastone charm. We're getting, anywhere from 10. That's, made by our person up to 24. And we're getting reputation for them. So things are going well. Every time we get a little bit of money, we also get a little bit of reputation, which brings us a little bit closer to. So is this person mow lawn? We're not maxed out with her. We're gonna go ahead and give her an apple though. I'm not gonna worry about doing her quest. Thanks for that. The Journeyman Sickle. I heard they make radish better. Amazing, eh? This is John Bowes. I'm not gonna talk to him because he was in love with our former wife. I don't hate him. I just don't have to be nice to him. Okay? Really can't blame him for being in love with our former wife. Ned Scrumpy loves us. Who's this woman? Betty Scrumpy still loves us. This is Rock Salt. He does not love us at the moment. As far as I know, we don't know anything that he dislikes. Alright, so he doesn't dislike them. Mint is attracted to those who smell nice. Lewis Flushing. Give him an apple. And so that brings us up to 13. There's that iron nail thing again, which we never seem to have any sort of use for. Frog the Hermit. We know everything that Frog doesn't like. Who's this fancy looking woman here? Fancy looking. Pearl Onion. We're already maxed out with her. She must have grown up and put on some fancier clothes. Alright, so let me sip. What does let me sip want? Fuck. Great to see you. What's happening? Apple, you're cooking. No, I'm done cooking for people. Mainly because it doesn't do anything for me. Okay, so we got all that taken care of. So now I hope you understand the basics of digging for fun and profit. And understand a little bit more about how to find Charmweed and move your marriage to Glinda along. Of course, I'm not expecting you to marry Glinda. You can marry whoever you want to. As long as it's not John Bowes. Go back to Dreamer's Nook. Now, fish do have specific areas that they come from, just like flowers. Flowers don't grow universally. They have their own place that they grow. And fish only appear in certain zones. Now, some fish, some very common fish like weed skimmers and pond lurkers, they appear They're in all the overland zones. I haven't found any of them in places like the Fey realms. Do that. I don't even really know what purpose that does. I've never ran into any problems with the... I guess maybe we get gassy apples. Maybe if you focus more on the farming in this game, which I really haven't done that much. Cabbage, cabbage. I have done some farming, but certainly not as much as the game wants me to, I suppose. And just in case you're wondering, best time to plant your crops is when it's raining, because it automatically waters them for you. I'll go ahead and plant all this stuff just to get them out of my hair. Now I'm not going to plant barley and wheat because I don't really need them. Oops, planted my heartwood seed. Planted a barley seed by accident. Plant the lettuce. Now everything that I'm growing, I can sell on my... Yeah, so let's just go ahead and plant this barley so we can get it out of our hair so we don't have to look at it anymore. Everything that we're growing can be sold. I can either sell it at the farmer's market, which is really not that good of a thing to do. You just sit there for a long time getting 3 brass at a time, but... Alright, so we can plant our pumpkins. This is going to be the biggest crop we've ever had, I believe. Let's go in here and see what this woof woof is. Where'd you woof woof? I saw you woof woof. I thought I heard... Oh, there we go. All right, go here. I'm not going to plant all 28 of those radishes, though. That would be ridiculous. Plant our fay flowers, though. We have plenty of turnips. I guess how I'm going to plant all these turnips. I might as well plant all these radishes. I don't know. I do know at least one family that really likes getting turnips as gifts. So I'll do that. It's wheat. There we go. Now all that's growing. I can go over here and use my bucket to pick up this pig poop. Let's make sure this is still full. This automatically feeds our pets. I'm going to go ahead and pick it. We want to use our wooden bucket. We don't want to put poop in our metal bucket because we carry water in that. And now, every time I dump poop on these flowers, I'm going to make them grow 1 star faster. Or 1 cycle faster. So, should get done a day early. Some plants grow really quickly. Some plants grow very slowly. But nothing takes more than a couple of days to grow. Of course, I might have a curse on me. Not a curse, but a minor boon from one of the goddesses that makes my plants take 1 extra day to grow. I'm not sure. You notice at the beginning of this video too, we were around 69 or 68 or 6900, 68 hundo for our brass, and now we're all the way up to 8,000 already. And here is our dear daughter studying like we need her to be. If you look at experience, you see, look how long it's going to take for them to gain experience. 28 a week. So when I pass away, when I pay my life tax at the end of the year, it should come back. Fox might go up 1 point of strength. So I don't know if it's even worth it. Bark will most likely be our heir, and their stats are already pretty good. So we'll just have to see what happens. Because once we get the Kynseed, hopefully we'll get some more of these stuff from the Kynseed tree. How is the Kynseed tree doing? So we haven't met. Alright, so it looks like we might. Alright, so Alexander, we got 25,000 money. So we should get 1 for that. Reputation, friendship points. We got a lot more to do with that. Gardener, we're working on that. Generous. We love giving gifts. Fire statues in the combat zones. That's going to take a long time to get that. I don't know how much we're going to get as far as that goes this time around, but it shouldn't be too bad. So that's when we uproot the Kynseed and do our hard reset. Did the game just... I thought the game just saved. It normally doesn't save at 5 p.m. But speaking of saving, it's been a half hour, so I'm going to duck out of here for now. And thank you for being here, and I will see you soon, my friends.